All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. Today, I actually want to talk about obviously the trade recap, but just quickly before you click off the video, I just want to say that I think I'm going back to my trading roots when I was trading futures and indices, and that's because today was like it all came back to me. It's almost like I was trading like the Nasdaq with my funded account, and it was like, holy fuck, like I just made the same mistake that I used to do like a month ago with my funded account on a swing trading account. And I was like, holy fuck, this is really, really, really bad. And if anyone's listening to me right now that has any clue what swing trading is, you should know that swing trading is not day trading. You're not looking at the 5-minute chart looking for one little candle to pass this one and then you start buying and you sell, whatever. You only do that, personally for me, my entry is on the 5-minute. And then after that, after I'm in the position, I do not look at it except on the daily chart. And if it hits low day, I'm out, right? That's my position, I'm out. Low day is my risk to reward. Like that's my stop loss is lower day. Now we're going to talk about Meta, okay? Because this is the trade I took personally today with real money. I'll show you guys the proof. Unfortunately, it was a loser. Now, I will tell you this. Look at that little number. You see the high, 519.85, okay? I saw that Meta was obviously, this was already on my watch list like from a while ago, I'm pretty sure. And I called it out to you guys. I said, Meta might be breaking out. And it got close to the 9, right? Pushed up, came back to the 9 a few days ago. Finally had a thin day. And then we had great, it definitely broke out today, but we definitely had some great buying volume on Meta. On the 5-minute, look at today, we had incredible price action here. Nice bull run up here. Little tracing back, and you would buy on like this red candle or this green candle for a swing trade. Now, you could still be technically in this position making money, right? Now, the thing is, I didn't personally see this as a swing trade, right? Because I just wasn't paying attention to or I didn't really want to get into this because of the fact that Meta has a 2.2% ADR. So it's not a really high average daily range, right? Something that has like a 5%, maybe a 3% is probably more valuable than a 2%. And this is like 2.0. So it's almost like a 1 point something, which really is not that much on a stock. Like a 1% move, you're not going to make a lot. And if you hold it for 3 days, that's technically like 3 to 6%, which in 3 to 4 days, which basically is a week, really is not that much for a stock, right? So Meta, I was a little more cautionary. I was like, all right, let's play it more risky. And when I looked at these fucking options, man, obviously it's going to change. But if you're holding it for 8 days, which technically would be the swing trade, you say it's 2% more. So I don't know, like 520, some like that, right? These calls, man, look at this, $1,000 or $600. I mean, now it's huge, but these were expensive to buy, and I didn't want to buy them. So I looked at the 1-day strike, and as you can see right here, we have some cheaper options. Now, I was looking to be a little risky on here, and if you notice, I'm pretty sure I'll share this with the Discord. Let me just get this. There we go. Send. I bought Meta on this candle here, right? So not this one, but this one right here on the top. Kind of fucked up my execution, but I'll show you the order that got filled here. So right here at 953. All right, let's go back. 953. 950 is here. 955 is here. So right in the middle, like right in the middle. Okay. 953. I bought Meta calls for $520. Okay. 08 March. So that means that it literally expires tomorrow. Well, yeah, expired tomorrow. But look at that high, 519. Brother, we were like 0.1 cent away from hitting 200, like the strike price. So up here, And I'll show you another photo up here at 12:16. So when was this? 12:16. 12:16. Okay, 12:15 right here. So basically the all-time high right here. That's about to hit. I bought my contract for $100 down here. Okay, let me add some text here just so you know. Bought at 100 for calls. Okay. Now, if you know anything about options, this right here, right, 520 was the option contract. This little green guy said 100 or 99. I can't remember. It was something like that. And now it says 4.4. That means that the contract went from $100, costing $100, to $440. That means that if you're smart and you were doing it like me, you would take your calculator, or if you just have a normal brain, you could do this, but I'm just going to show the people that don't have a normal brain. You do 440 minus the $100 that you spent, and you would make $340 on this one call option play that I caught. Just this. Now, you know what's funny? Is in the beginning of the video, I said it was a loss. And that's because it is. Because if you played close attention, you could see not even an hour later, I sold meta calls. Or, yeah, because I sold and then canceled and then sold again. I sold them for a loss at 10.55. Look where that is. 10.55 right here on this candle. I remember, or like halfway through this candle, like transitioning over. Now look at this. This was kind of risky, kind of tough on my part, but went up, came back down, came back down. I'm down like $30, and this is where the futures trading came back to me. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm back. I'm back to trading my funded account. Oh, by the way, I'm sick, guys, so I'm sorry if I sound a little weird, but I'm back to trading my future account. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm in drawdown. I don't like this. Dude, why did I not go to the daily chart, say low day, call it a day, right? No, I didn't have a stop loss. My stop loss was the low day, but I saw, oh, I'm down like $30. I got to sell. I didn't sell. I held. I knew this was going higher. It did. Slowly went higher. And I'm pretty sure this is right in the middle of our senior speeches at school. So I'm in assembly. I'm watching this go. I'm like, holy fuck, yeah, I'm up like $1 right here because it like goes break even right about here. I'm up $1. And then everything comes back crashing down, right? And I'm a holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck. And we lose everything, right? Now, it does hit the 20, and it does climb back up, right? Which is expected, right, on a stock that wants to go higher, because this is all-time highs for Meta at this point. No, it's not. Wait, yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm not fucking tripping. So every little new high here, this is all-time highs, but every little new high it makes, all-time high, all-time high, all-time high, right? So those do need some kind of, pressure release, if that makes sense, right? Boom, all-time high, takes a little bit, profit taking, comes back, all-time high again, profit taking, that's fine, right? I personally was stressed the fuck out, and I saw these two candles, I'm like, holy fuck, it's time to get out, it's dumping, fuck me, it's all over. And I sold right here, again, sold my contracts, 10.55. And what did it do? Meta kept going up, up, and up, and up, and up, all the way to my strike price, which was basically 520, right? But I'm accounted because basically what happened, the option became, you see that green bar right here? It's a little hard to see, but that green bar is in the money. If we hit in the money on a 1 day expiration date, dude, your contract would be up so much. And I told my friends, I was like, if I bought $200, so 2 contracts worth of this, I would have made 300 times 2. I would have made $700 fucking dollars today. That could have got me out of like the entire drawdown of today's year, bro. Like this trade, this single trade of me just believing that this would go up to 520 was gonna relieve me of all my fucking drawdown. But listen, I'm not here to rant about how I would have made so much money. I'm here to tell you about what's coming next and what I'm looking next. Now, this is my setting up, watch list. And so far I have Microsoft. Now, Microsoft at first, Not interested in this whatsoever. Not right now. I'm not looking forward to trade this. It did gap down so much. Might as well take it off. It's going sideways, but there's a lot more selling pressure. There's not that many thin candles. It is coming back up, but at the moment, it's a no. ARM. Let's talk about it. If you guys are still here, you guys are lucky. This might be the next play. ARM, I have it here on TC2. Oh, that is the wrong. Now you might think, oh, I have so many lines here, and that is true. I do have many lines. I just want to make you realize that on ARM, we've gapped up almost 126%, right? And then we've been going sideways for a good 30 days, almost like a month, right? Now, what's cool about ARM is that you can see it ride the EMAs. So the 9, right? It pulls back to the 9, boom, pulls back to the 9. We don't really care about this day. It doesn't break this day. Pulls back to the 9, holds it, holds the 9. Now this, it's a little interesting because this is the days that we have here. But you can see that, yes, it trades under. Yes, it trades under, right? But you got to look at the close. The close is up here. The close is up here. We actually trade above. And these are both very, very, very thin candles. 2 thin candles. We love to see that. And then today I was kind of faked out by this because I thought today was also a breakout day. And I'm pretty sure I had it set up something like this. Like I had this go through this. Oh yeah, I had it like this. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, this is like a fake breakout. So we're just going to keep this line. And so on the 5-minute, right, you'd imagine we actually break that pre-market and we just keep going up, 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 up. And I was like, holy fuck, ARM, we got to buy this. The problem with ARM is you can see if you did buy it on this candle, it wouldn't have, you'd be out, right? Because low day gets created here and you'd be stopped out basically, unfortunately, aftermarket. And that is probably the worst because you can't actually sell your option contract aftermarket. So ARM would not have been a good play. And that's probably the problem because it didn't actually break out of its range, right? Because this is now the new range of these highs, right? That technically is the new range. This just created a new range, okay? It's still going sideways. This is what I love about it. It's still going sideways. ARM is still going sideways. I do have hopes for this to break out tomorrow. Now, the interesting thing about ARM here, and you can probably notice, is if I draw another line here of this new range, of these little highs, it creates a little gap here. Now you can say, and this is what I would do, is if tomorrow ARM breaks yesterday's high, or I guess today's high, which would be up here, then you can trade it. So if ARM tomorrow gaps up or breaks above this high, I would be willing to buy. Now you might say, okay, well, where would you buy and what would you target? There's a lot of different things, but if you guys look on your calendar, unfortunately, we are already Thursday, right? And tomorrow is Friday. And the problem with that is you can't, and I personally wouldn't, I wouldn't want to get in a position, like a swing trade position before the weekend. I know a lot of people do that. Personally, I'm not experienced enough to risk that amount of money overnight and over the weekend. Like, dude, anything could happen over the weekend. Of course, the markets are closed, but when those open, man, it could be a really gap up or a really big gap down, and that's not what we want. So the only way to trade Friday, unfortunately, it's going to be very volatile, hence why the breakout. But I would be looking at 0 DT, or I guess 1 day DT. So tomorrow it would just be 0 DT. But 0 DT call options. Now you might be thinking, okay, well, what actual strike price would you target? Now you see the ADR here, the average daily range, and I'm sorry if this is a long video. I have a lot to say, but the average daily range is 10.8. I'm not going to fully trust that because as you can see, the volume did die off. So obviously the average daily range for these candles are not 10%, right? 3%, 4%, 5%. It's pretty good, actually. It's not bad, but very thin, very thin, very thin. So on a breakout day, usually you'd want to see double the ADR, right? Pretty sure. Now, there's a high up here. The high all the way up here to possibly target if we break this high is 164, right? That's the high to target. You look at the calls already. Let's just go and take them all, right? We'll scroll down and we'll look for 164. All right, so 162 and 165. Okay, so right now they're extremely dirt cheap. And that's probably because in one day, it's not going to go to 164, okay? Now, here's what I'm going to do. From this high, once it breaks this high, I'm going to just go up 10%, and we'll see where this takes us. Okay, so 10%, right, is around 161. So 161, okay, so it's around here. So yeah, right here, 160. So theoretically, if this breaks this high, and you probably enter just a little higher, breaks this high, goes up 10%, right? Maybe a little less. You're aiming for 160 area. That's the area. Now, you could actually be more risky and say you're risking like you're actually going for 148, right? And you can see the moment we go from like 150s to 160s, the option contracts get a little more expensive here. And it's almost in the money at 141. So 150 or even 160 is not totally, 150 could actually work, right? And the good thing is if you target 150 and it hits 150, which is literally right here, I mean, like it's literally right there. So it's a $20 move. I've seen that happen. I'm pretty sure Meta almost had a $20 move today, right? And Meta, beautiful breakout, but that was, where did it open? Let's look. Opened at 501 and it went to 519. That's a $19 move for the day, right? That's pretty big. And on Meta, you guys know it's a 2% move. So, and I'm pretty sure Meta had also a 2% move, if not a little bigger. So the body itself was a 1.7, but the whole day, I'm trying to catch the whole thing. Yeah, 3.7. So way above average daily range. All right, so that's going to do it for the video. I'm going to alert this in my Discord right now, watching ARM. Again, if it breaks this high, we're going to be buying. If it doesn't, then we'll just be waiting. It's still a candidate. Unfortunately, we did not have that breakout on this day, but it's still a candidate because it held up. All right, I'll see you guys very soon. I'll see you guys either tomorrow after a beautiful trade or on Monday for a recap. All right, see you guys. Peace.